Welcome everyone to yet another review in the RPGalooza series. This time I'll be talking about the game Disgaea. Now I've already played Disgaea several times before starting RPGalooza, and so for my journey through the game this time, I chose to play through the PC release of the game. I actually remember when Disgaea first came out on PS2 many moons ago. I was working for GameStop at the time, and I remember seeing this random anime-looking game come into the store one day. And like any anime nerd would, I bought it without even finding out what it was first. Sadly, my original experience with the game was god-awful. I enjoyed the story to some extent, but struggled so hard with the battle system that I just couldn't bring myself to enjoy the game at all and eventually gave up on playing it. Part of that is due to the fact that I have this horrible habit of trying to compare every strategy game of this type to Final Fantasy Tactics. It's completely unfair to the game to do that, but my mind always just keeps going back to the fact that I really want another Final Fantasy Tactics game. And going into Disgaea for RPGalooza, I tried my best to eliminate that mindset and just play the game. Now, every turn-based strategy game has its own set of gimmicks that separate it from other strategy games, and Disgaea has about 1 million of them. From the item world to the reincarnation system, literally none of these things appeal to me. In fact, I only did the item world twice. Once because I couldn't remember why I didn't like it in the first place, and the second time because it was required to advance the story. One of the biggest turnoffs for me, in terms of gimmicks that this game featured, was the throw system. You can pick up your units and toss them around the board to reach areas of the board early on that would otherwise take forever to just walk over to. On mini-maps, this was a required strategy, and to me it was more troublesome and annoying than it really should have been. For some reason, I've never been able to wrap my head around what is obviously a very simple concept, and it in turn becomes a horrible ordeal because I can't stand splitting up my units so much. Eventually, I just leveled Laharl up so much that I didn't have to actually do the throw mechanics because it was easier for me to just walk Laharl to the other side of the map. Disgaea more or less has a bunch of interestingly great features and gimmicks that just aren't for me. I have no problem admitting that the game does a good job at doing what it sought out to do, but sadly it just wasn't the type of system that I wanted it to be. And so for RPGalooza, I gave the game a 2 out of 5. I really enjoyed the overall story for the game, but the gameplay killed it for me. I eventually reached a point where I was just forcing myself to play because I didn't want to give up. And that's never a good feeling to have when playing a game, and considering I have so many other games out there that I do consider fun, I will probably never delve into this series again if I can help it. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you all have been enjoying the RPGalooza series. If you'd like to join along with me and watch my quest live, feel free to do so at twitch.tv/rudyxx. And until next time, have a great one!